Here's a list of things that a narcissistic person does not like that you do with your actions. So you expose them, you go no contact, you set your healthy boundaries, you're being yourself authentically and honestly with them, you're saying no to them, you're blocking them off, you're cutting them out of your life, you're going silent on them, you're not giving them any energy or attention or anything anymore. So these things will really drive them crazy because of their egotistical ways and energy, how they think and how they act and how they function. And they will tell on themselves when they lash out on you, when they bully you, when they attack you in any way, because again, they are trying to make you feel bad about yourself so that you would completely lose yourself and your sanity and your health and everything that you possess as a sensitive empath, highly sensitive person. Apparently, this is very common, especially from narcissistic men towards empath HSP women, which is so crazy. It is so painful and so crazy because, you know, they really won't stop at nothing to basically destroy you. So in the end, you don't have any other option but to be loving and respecting yourself more and cutting them off. And again, a few signs how you can know that you're dealing with a narcissist. They take no accountability, no responsibility of their actions, how they treat you, how they make you feel. They hurt you and hurt you and hurt you, and you have communicated that they have hurt you and how many times they have hurt you, but they keep on lashing out on you. They keep on practicing that coercive control, that reactive abuse on you, like it's always your fault that they are attacking you and hurting you. Which again is a crazy sentence to even say out loud. So there you have it. You have the truth that you're dealing with a narcissistic person. If they don't care about you and your health and your feelings and your boundaries or anything. They think that they can just walk all over you and, you know, treat you as they want to. And also, I think this is also important to bear in mind that, you know, narcissists are not always malicious, grandiose narcissists, that they can be silent ones. Like, for example, covert narcissists, they don't go shouting around how grandiose they feel about themselves. They are more like introverted, more quiet. But once you open up to them, trust them, for example, with your vulnerable issues, because they love to attack vulnerable, sensitive people. So if you do this and they attack you, so there you have it. You have the truth served straight up on a plate that you're dealing with a narcissistic person. For me personally, it is a big red flag to pay attention to, which I'm also sensing heavily because I'm a sensitive empath, highly sensitive woman, earth angel. So because I feel people's issues without them having to tell me that they have issues. But the thing is that when they have some sorts of like communication issues, they have not been raised properly. So they do not have basic human manners, which can seem very inhuman. That they cannot communicate clearly and with respect in a calm manner. So to me, this is also being narcissistic. Naturally, if you don't have basic manners in place that should have been taught to you as a child, like clear communication, respect towards other people as well, as yourself as well, to apologize in an authentic way when you need to. These are basic things that every parent should teach their child. So, you know, if that child has not had these basic things, you know, likely they will become narcissistic. Of course, there can be many stages of the narcissism, yes, like there are these few kinds of different types. But anyway, you get my point, that it is anyway unhealthy. And also, what is a really, really big issue, for example, if you are considering booking a call with me, yes, if you are a sensitive, naturally high vibrational, kind, light worker, empath, highly sensitive person, especially as a woman, you've been bullied, you've been abused, you've been attacked by narcissistic people all throughout your life, like I was as well. And you feel alone, you need someone to talk to, you need empathetic, real support, guidance, a safe space to open up to trust. Yes, I can be that person for you. I can provide that if you reach out and book a call with me or my free consultation for 30 minutes so we can talk about your situation and working together how I can help you with your situation. Yes. So what I was going to say is that, you know, if you feel that you need that support, I had to learn the hard way because, you know, like I've been mentioning, most of the things I had to learn by myself because nobody was ever to support me. Because I grew up without a healthy support system, without a healthy, a trustworthy adult who would have actually heard me and gotten to know me and, you know, all of these things. And so, yes, that is very common for us chosen ones, apparently, that we are such loners and all of that, yes. And we have to make peace with that. But we also deserve support. And, you know, being a psychotherapist, it's not really about the professionalism. It's really about the chemistry. Do they understand you? Because, again, this I say with many, many years experience, painful experience, because, you know, naturally I was always looking and searching and wishing and hoping for the right kind of support, that someone would hear me and listen to me. But because there was nobody, I had to bury all of my pain and trauma within myself. I had to basically, I was just, you know, like this living corpse, you know, just feeling empty within. Because I did not get that. I did not get any emotional validation from anybody. So these are the key issues why I'm here now to talk, why I have created my services, so that I could reach out and help my people who are sensitive and kind people. And again, also this truth that I also had to learn by myself the hard way is that, well, I'm not a psychotherapist, but I think that the way I see and think about these things, how I can serve my clients is pretty close to that because, you know, I've gone through this, so I know how it hurts you as a sensitive, kind person. And I can provide that empathetic support that many of these professionals don't even, they're not able to, you know, to even think about that because they don't understand what empathy and compassion even are. They do not possess those qualities. So that person cannot help you either. So it's really about the human chemistry and does that person really validate your emotions and see you for who you are authentically? Can they provide that empathetic, compassionate, safe space for you to open up, that you can actually trust them? Because that is very healing. So of course, if you can get that from a loved one, for example, a new life partner, of course, yeah. It is a blessing. It is a lovely miracle. It is what you deserve, what everyone deserves. everyone has the natural need and the deserving to see themselves for who they are, to be faced and treated with respect and love and care, authentically, not in a fake way. But of course, then there is also the aspect of like what I would call being professional, is that you have the experience, you are trauma informed, and combined with these things, understanding the bullying, the narcissistic abuse, the emotional abuse, and all of these things, and on top of these things, having the empathy and the ability to provide that trustworthy, that safe space to a client. That is what I do. That is what I was always about. And, it took me many, many years to see that, my narcissistic mother was using that ability in me, because she did not reach out for any help. So she used me for that. Well, of course, as a child, I did not have everything that I have now. You understand that. But anyway, you understand my point, what I'm saying here, that, because she was basically using me as her free punching bag and therapist. And that alone caused me to be very scapegoated. And then my stepbrother was also bullying me on weekends, and my stepfather would just watch when my narcissistic mother would be physically attacking me and pulling my hair and basically throwing me around our house when she was holding on to my hair. So that hurt, and it made me really scared of her, and must have caused a lot of shame within me as well. Like what I wanted to mention here is that, you do deserve that authentic help, and that is what I'm here to offer, and I don't want there to be any misunderstandings. I'm not allowing those comments on my YouTube for now. I don't know when I will be approving them. I don't know, because my main focus is now to be building my channel and to attract more of my soul clients, my soul people, so that I can reach out and help more of my kind, sensitive soul people out there. So that's my main focus on Instagram and Threads as well. So I'm not sure when I'm going to be allowing those comments, because it was quite a storm apparently with so many of these people who are not my clients. So, everyone should always understand that if a kind, sensitive, trusting, empath, highly sensitive, especially a woman, is being attacked and bullied all the time, physically or mentally, spiritually, emotionally, of course they get drained out. Of course they are feeling burned out, and all of these, like these hopeless feelings, can be crying alone, can be, in panic and pain. And I've been there too many times, and I'm not going back there because, naturally I cannot help my people either if I'm in that place. So I fought for many years to recover from my deep depression and to be able to speak here and help. So I think this is one of the golden rules of an empath, highly sensitive person, is that, they need to be able to focus on their own healing and realize that they cannot and they should not be raising adults. So all we can do is be, again, setting our healthy boundaries, speaking our mind, being ourselves authentically without shame, because we deserve to. We don't deserve to be scapegoated all of our lives and being free therapists, support people who give and give and give and get nothing in return. We don't deserve to be disrespected and gaslighted and brainwashed and manipulated and, used and taken advantage of. We don't deserve these things. And so the realization of that is very powerful. So yes, if this resonates, if my message, my work, my videos, my posts resonate with you, come follow me on Instagram. You can DM me there. If you have questions about working with me, I can reply to a few questions. Obviously, I'm not going to be answering tens and tens of questions. Just, you know, a few will be okay if you're interested in working with me, getting in touch. And you can, of course, come to follow me on Threads app as well. I would, as I've been saying, I would I would love to see more of my soul people on these platforms, to connect with me, to like my posts, to share them to fellow people, and to write me kind comments, which has been, of course, the assumption and the goal all along, ever since I've been more active online, for example, with my YouTube. So. And buy my self-help book on Amazon. It's called What If You Began to Think Differently. It's a life guide for sensitive empaths, highly sensitive people. If you feel that you're alone, you need more clarity and understanding for yourself, you need empathetic and compassionate support with authenticity and honestly, you know, in an honest way, like I needed. So I have really combined in my work everything that I learned the hard way, you know, now that I'm over 40. So it's been a while, and you know, everything that I'm sharing with you in my videos and posts, in my online courses, for example, in my book, and in my sessions with you one-on-one, it's all so healing and valuable. I can promise you that. So if you want your life to change, buy my book and get in touch.